Yes, good afternoon. So this is second video for the lab 2. So here is the application. Although actually we use only main activity code, so we don't do it in multiple files. So actually, now I will start by this. So we have this main activity, and these are our objects, and also we first need to check like the permission for the microphone. So if the permission for the record, if it is granted, we first check if it is granted. Yeah, no, if it is not granted rather. So then we use the toast length. I mean the toast, so it will display the toast message. So then, and again, we ensure that the permission is granted. So this check if it is granted. So then it sends like, okay, it's check with the permission from the manifest. And then we use real-time database on Firebase. So, and we use home reference. So this is our root node. So the root node for the database, so it checks like you can see here. You can see then we use keep sync. So this keep sync method, it's like to be able to work offline. So it doesn't matter if we're connected or not. So it works. And then we use these are the for the command and history method. So these are the kind of how I can say the kind of child node, like yes, it works under the history, the root node. So the command and history. So you can see here that we still use the main root. I mean the root node. Then also we now save our save to text. Text to speaking. So we save them to the database. So and then this is so then now we map the history to match the command.
No.
So now I will pass it on to Omar. So Omar will talk about the other part of the code.
Hi. This is Omar. So I will continue from here. So as you can see here, it's we set up a null reference for Firebase value listener, event value listener to handle a real-time Firebase database updates. And if you check here, this is all we're like connects all the buttons to the pictures on the user screen to app logic when it starts. And we set up the listeners then runs for 4 special functions for setup to get the switches, database, voice control, and the Gemini AI we implemented. Then here you see we set up a speech to text command. So when a command is given through voice, we listen for changes in the online database. We check for that. If let's say if the command is given like open door or close door to key, and then we listen from the database and it updates the app. And then in the app it changes that if the door is closed, it changes the status of the door or the light. Here we updated the UI on the main thread and suppresses switch callbacks. And so here you can see then this block stops the app from trying to read the data if something goes wrong with the database. It shows a small message to the screen and let the user know if there is a error. So here it shows the error. So then we go to next function of like update home state. Here we send the new state of light and door or window to the real-time Firebase database. If the update fails, it shows the error. Then we have a next function of the setup speech. So we set up a button for user speech, as I said, and that starts listening to user voice. And it checks if the microphone permission was first given. Then it gets ready to turn speech into the text. So we listen to the voice and checks if the user has said a command like open door or turn on light. If it recognizes the word, it updates the database to change the username, user home status, and saves what the user said. And if it doesn't understand the user, it sends the message. It sends a error message, and shows that message to the user. Yeah, and yeah, that's the speech error. It shows the error. And then below are all the empty placeholder for a speech recognizer to work correctly. So it lets these lines are let the app know when a person starts speaking and when it stopped talking. Here we set up a button to ask the Gemini 1.5 Flash to give a user a short summary of home current status, like if the light is on or off, or door is on and off, and window states. Yeah, and we save the responses to Firebase database in a response folder in this prompt. Yeah, this is all the data type and how the response is saved. Yeah, that yeah. Go next. These last three lines. These are like these are to if a user moves from the app or close it, and then it removes it close it properly. So it removes the listener. It releases the speech recognizer to avoid the memory loss, and it stop listening to database and turn off the speech recognition to save the phone memory and battery. Yeah, that's about it. So yeah, here is our app is working. You can see here's the app. So if I'll turn on the light, it changes the color and it updates here in our real-time database. Light is on, door is closed, window is closed, and you can see door is closed, window is closed. Now I will use a speech to open the door. So let's use that. Open door. See, the door is open and your speech is worked, and now we see in the database the door is open now as well. And we can probably open the window as well with the speech. Open window. See, the window is open by the command, and here the window is open as well. That's pretty much it. Thank you very much.